Hi everyone, it's Melissa again, and welcome to Bookcast 11. We're at 11 now. Today we're continuing our discussion on the Harry Potter books by talking about Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Because Deathly Hallows is such a long book, I'm going to be splitting this video, like the movies, into two parts. So this is part 1, and then caution, there will be spoilers ahead. So where do we leave off? With Dumbledore dead and Snape the Potion Masters finally being revealed to be the Half-Blood Prince and killing Dumbledore. So, where do we go? Well, Harry, Ron, and Hermione decided to go and find the Horcruxes. By defeating the Horcruxes, by destroying these Horcruxes, they can actually destroy Voldemort's soul, making it so Harry could kill him. Remember, one cannot live while the other survives. So they want to find the Horcruxes. One that they know of have been destroyed, the diary. And more will be destroyed throughout the book. When Harry, Ron, and Hermione go on their quest, Harry has sent her his Aunt Petunia, who we get an understanding of why he doesn't like Harry, because a part of her blames the Wizarding World for her sister Lily's death. Uncle Vernon, who is basically Uncle Vernon, and Dudley, his cousin, who apologizes to Harry for bullying him. So Harry sends them on their way. Ron tells their parents that he's gonna go meet up with Harry, and his family tells Ron to be careful. Everyone but his brother Percy is there because Percy is currently estranged from the family. And for that plot detail, you're going to have to read the books into more detail. Then we are caught with Hermione. When Harry, Ron, and Hermione tries to tell Hermione that what did he do to his parents, Hermione just tells him that Mr. and Mrs. Granger, her parents, don't know they have a daughter right now. This tells Ron and Hermione that she had erased her parents' memories of her, so they'd be far away from the battle. And this absolutely hurts Harry and Ron. They did not want her to do this. While everyone is going to be meeting up at Harry's and Uncle home in order to transfer Harry to a safe location, people like Ron, Hermione, Fred and George Weasley, etc., are transformed into Harry himself through Polyjuice Potion. So this is to distract the Death Eaters into not knowing which order member has the real Harry. But this is sadly when we meet two unfortunate deaths. We find out later on after the battle that Mad-Eye Moody was killed. Because Voldemort killed him because he believed, because he was the most powerful member, Harry would be with him. But unfortunately this wasn't the case. And another person died. When Hagrid and Harry are confronted by a Death Eater in the Battle of the Seven Potters, a killing curse aimed at Harry hits Harry's poor owl Hedwig, and Hedwig screeches and then falls to the ground. And Harry tries to scream, "No, Hedwig!" But because of the battle, Hagrid had to let that part of their bike go. They're on a flying bike. Go, meaning that Harry can never have Hedwig's body, most likely because the Death Eaters are going to destroy it. And this breaks Harry's heart, but Hagrid tells Harry that Hedwig had lived a long life. And this marks the end of Harry's childhood. Harry's then introduced to Andromeda and Ted Tonks. Andromeda is Draco's aunt and the mother of Nymphadora Tonks, and the sister of Narcissa and Bellatrix. Remember, Andromeda was disowned because she married Ted, a Muggle-born wizard. So this is when Harry gets to meet them for the first time, and he tries to know where their daughter Nymphadora is and their son-in-law Remus, because Nymphadora and Remus have gotten married. And they said they don't know where they are, but they'll let them know soon enough. Soon, everybody's reunited at the Bureau, where we learn about Mad-Eye Moody's death, and Harry sends a message to Andromeda and Ted, letting them know that Nymphadora is okay, that so far she's safe. They then go to Berlin Fleur's wedding, and everybody's excited, because it's a kind of a happiest joyous occasion during this dark time, but their celebrations of the wedding get short, reuniting with friends, seeing Victor Crumb again, but sadly, we find out that the Ministry of Magic was taken over by none other than Lord Voldemort himself. So Harry tries to get to Ginny, his girlfriend, Ron's sister, but Remus tells them they have to leave the wedding now. They're soon attacked. The trio, after being separated by everybody at the wedding, they're soon attacked by Death Eaters, but they easily defeat them. So Hermione obliviates their memories, so they don't remember to finding the trio or know their location. They soon meet at their second known safe house, which is actually Sirius Black's childhood home. They soon find out that RS stands for Regulus Black. And this is when we find out that Regulus Black actually switched the Horcruxes so that Voldemort wouldn't know it. The message was for Voldemort, not for Dumbledore, to see the letter RS, though Dumbledore may have known. So the house elf tells Harry that he actually accompanied Voldemort to put the real Horcrux there. However, Voldemort abandoned him thinking he would die, but he escaped. When he took Regulus there, Regulus switched the lockets, and Regulus died. Harry then gives the fake locket back to the house elf, who's crying over her master's death, even though it happened a long time ago. Especially when he couldn't tell Regulus's mother about what happened, and he's really happy that he has the locket. The trio decides they're going to go to the Ministry and find out what's happening there, and they use Polyjuice Potion from 3 Ministry officials. They go there and they see wizards like Yaxley, a pure-blood fanatic. They meet Umbridge, who's taking magic away from Muggle-born wizards. Very, really bad stuff. And much to Harry's horror and disgust, Dolores Umbridge had displayed Madame Moody's eye to keep an eye on everyone. But Harry manages to steal it, and when the trio is discovered and is attacked, they try to go back to Sirius Black's home. But that's not going to be a safe location anymore because Yaxley's got a glimpse of where the house was. So Harry puts the trio over into like a forest of unknown origins. And when Hermione asks why, Harry explains we can't go back to that home. He knows where we are. And they bury Madame Moody's eye, giving him a proper burial. That he won't be in suffering even in death. So the trio tries to figure out where the other Horcruxes are, and Lupin tries to join the trio to help them, but sadly, Harry tells Lupin to leave and go bury his son, and confronts him for abandoning his pregnant wife in Fedora, saying it shouldn't matter that the baby is born a werewolf, you should love it, you never do, you're a coward, and Remus leaves. Finally reuniting with his wife, and they have a good talk about his fears for their child's future. During this sad time, Ron leaves the group because he's angry at Harry for some reason. This breaks the trio apart. Ron and Hermione actually mourn him. Why would he leave? Harry is then drawn out through a Patronus charm that shows him the location of the locket, and is reunited with Ron. Ron then destroys the locket despite seeing an image of Harry and Hermione, the woman he loves, breaking it in half, destroying the locket once and for all. They're reunited with Hermione, and Hermione hits Ron for abandoning them, but then Hermione notices a symbol in a book that Dumbledore gave her that tells a beautiful bar. It has a triangle, a circle, and then a line through it. And so they decide they're going to go figure out what that means by going to Xander Lovegood, Luna Lovegood's father, who's just as crazy as his daughter. So when they go there, they learned out what the symbol means. The triangle means the invisibility cloak, which Harry has. The circle means the resurrection stone. You can actually bring and talk to people from the dead. Like you can bring them back to life for a little while. And then we have the line, which is the Alderon. Now, during this time, the trio tries to leave, but they find out that Xander, Luna Lovegood's father, had actually told their location to Death Eaters because Death Eaters have taken Luna. So they had this big battle, and the trio win, and Xander's very worried that though they have hurt Luna, they're going to kill him. But Hermione reassures him that the Death Eaters have saw the trio's faces, so they won't hurt Luna in any way. While leaving, Ron says that that's to assume that Luna's still alive. And Hermione's like, don't speak that way. She's so worried. She wants to believe that Luna's still alive. During this time, they're also attacked by scavengers. and they attack them. But before they are captured, Hermione uses a spell that disfigures Harry's face, making it a little bit more swollen, and it makes him unrecognizable. So the trio was taken back to Malfoy Manor because the scavengers know they have Harry. They just need Draco to identify him. And while Bellatrix and Lucius, or like this is Harry just said, Harry could tell that Lucius and Narcissa don't really want to be on this side anymore, and Draco is conflicted. He doesn't want to be in the dark arts and doesn't care that his father will be in his fate. Will be in the Dark Lord's favor again if they have Harry. So he says, I can't recognize him. I'm not sure this is Harry or not. Harry and Ron are taken to the dungeons, where but Hermione stays upstairs being tortured. But they soon made Ollivanders, a goblin from Gringotts, and Luna. They're reunited with Luna. So now they know that Luna's alive. But this is where we get to another part. They said they tried everything to escape, but they can't. But soon they're reunited with an ally, Dobby. And Dobby says, you guys can escape. No wizard can. But Dobby's not a wizard. Dobby can easily teleport to a different location. First, he teleports none other than Luna and Ollivander to a safe location. And then he's like, go be there and come back when you're finished with that. They're soon met with Peter Pettigrew, the traitor, who exposes Harry's parents' location to Lord Voldemort so that they can be killed. Harry says, I spared your life, will you spare mine? And so rather than late, so Peter's like, okay, yeah, you did spare my life, I won't kill you. But this is when his metal arm that was given to him by Voldemort begins to strangle him. And despite Harry and Ron's best efforts, he's dead within minutes. So this means 3 Marauders, the trio that made the Marauders map, James's friends, are dead. Lupin's the only one remaining. And they are horrified, and Harry's like, I can't forgive him. So they go upstairs and confront Bellatrix, who they find Narcissa and Draco. They easily dispatch Lucius, but then Bellatrix threatens Hermione. This is when Dobby saves the day, and Bellatrix recognizes Dobby as the house elf of the Malfoys. She then says, you dare defy your masters? But Dobby says, I'm a free elf, I have no master. And so before Bellatrix can do anything, Dobby tries to transport the trio to a beach where Bill lives, because that's actually a safe location. How she knows where they live, they don't know. But Bellatrix draws a knife, and sadly, one of the saddest deaths in the series, it hits Dobby in the stomach. It's a fatal wound. It's nothing Harry could do, and this little house elf who's helped Harry through so much is now so weak at this point, he dies in Harry's arms. And they give him a proper burial. And while they go to Bill's house to figure out what they're going to do now, Voldemort, unbeknownst to them, has gotten the Elder Wand from Dumbledore's grave. So and this is where we're going to end our video on. So this is actually where I think is a good place to stop, and we're going to talk about this more tomorrow, next week. See you then. Bye.